Hi everyone, welcome back to the sunny side. I'm Sunny, and today I'm going to rank the top serial killers of the Zodiac. Oh yeah. Okay, first things first, I put timestamps in the description box below, so if you want to skip the blah blah, then go ahead and I'll meet up with you later on in the video. Also, if you have your own list or your own comments or questions, then simply leave them in the comment section below, and I'll read out some of the best lists and best comments on the weekly Love Horoscopes video that comes out every Thursday right here on the channel. Alright, here we go. How do the signs make the list today? Okay, obviously you have to be a serial killer, like duh, right? Okay, so it's not who gets arrested the most, it's not the most dangerous or badass, you know, we already know who those guys are. But here's where it gets interesting. To rank as a serial killer, the guys have to kill 3 or more people, and there has to be a bit of time between the killings. So mass murderers like Hitler or Vlad the Impaler, they don't make the list today. Likewise, if OJ killed the family dog on his way out the door, he wouldn't make the list either. Alright, what else? There have been a couple of studies on this topic, and I'm simply compiling the results. Now, as I was researching the subject, the findings changed a little as the number of serial killers varied from study to study. You know, you guys got that? Each study used a different number of serial killers, whatever. But having said that, there were a couple of clear winners that stood out on every report. Ooh, spooky, huh? Now, quick FYI. It's a short list today because the top 4 bunched together on most of the studies. And after that, there's a very sharp drop off. You guys got it? Good. Anyways, here we go. Place your bets, everyone! First up at number 4, we have a water sign. That, like all of the other water signs, has a very close relationship with pleasure and pain. They also have a serious disconnect between reality and fantasy, and they do not care about the consequences. And that is Pisces. Yup, a sexy little romantic dreamer easily makes this list. And those pretty eyes aren't gonna save you today, Pisces. There's no way. No, Pisces is, by far, one of the flakiest and most disconnected signs of the Zodiac. Yes, they're supportive, and they encourage you to go beyond what you think is possible. But cold-blooded, stalker-style murder is not supposed to be one of those things. Like, seriously, Pisces, you don't have to kidnap and stick in a hole everyone who bugs you or like upsets you. Like, seriously. Now, personally, I don't really think it's so weird. Pisces can feel emotional pain physically, so it's not a surprise to find them doing something physical when they're upset emotionally. And this is true for the rest of the water signs as well, so be careful. They can all get a little physical when their feelings are hurt. The difference with Pisces, however, is that they're ruled by Neptune, which is the planet of dreams and illusions. And although Pisces is super smart and sexy and psychic and romantic, like right across the board, right? Pisces is amazing. But they can have a real difficult time distinguishing between the dream world and reality. And with Pisces, it's super possible for them to be living a romantic fantasy in their head all by themselves, with no real input from the outside world. And they build up a very strong emotional connection to this illusion, which at this point becomes either their full-on reality or a world that they're trying to manifest. Then a touch of reality kicks in, you know? Their partner might say or do something, they might lose their job, they might feel disrespected, you know, someone they have a crush on might suddenly go out with someone else or something. Or like maybe they just run out of milk, okay? Like seriously, the things that can trigger a water sign are so off the wall and random, it's not even funny. Just do your best to stay out of the way when it happens. Now, having said all of this, right? Pisces isn't stupid, you know? But they also don't necessarily adhere to social acceptances of what's right and wrong. And on top of all of that, Pisces is also one of our most spiritual signs. And a lot of them communicate directly with the divine. So if a higher calling says the pain's gonna stop if you get rid of the program, if a higher calling says the pain is gonna stop if you get rid of the problem, then Pisces is gonna get rid of that problem. And if you're not careful, they just might get rid of you as well. Easy peasy. Number 4, biggest serial killer of the zodiac, Pisces. Now, before we move on, here are a couple of more notable Pisces serial killer. So, some of the serial killers from Pisces are John Wayne Gracie, Richard Ramirez, Colin Ireland, and Eileen Wuornos. Okay. Ah, Pisces. Okay, next up, we have another mutable sign. And check this out, okay? All of the studies hypothesize a correlation between mutable signs and serial killers before they even looked at the results. And I thought it was interesting. Now, not all of the mutable signs made the list, but the ones that did are way out in front. And, you know, and that, okay, anyways, that brings us to number 3 on today's list, Sagittarius. Yeah, seriously, guys. These guys have a lot of astrology backing them up. Some of it real, a little bit make-believe, you know, subjective, but it's still based in astrology nonetheless. All right, Sonny, what's the action on Sagittarius? How come they make the list today? It's a good question. Well, it was hypothesized that most serial killers were going to be born in the month of November. And that brings us to early Sagittarius, which is actually the 13th sign of Ophiuchus. But that sign doesn't exist anymore. So Sagittarius is going to have to take the fall today. Yes, Sag is mutable. So they're into change, or let's just say searching, right? But change isn't supposed to mean take it upon yourself to change people from living to not living, you know? But you know, we all cruise along by our own rules and how we define them, right? Anyways, what else? Okay, how about Sagittarius is the only sign in the zodiac to carry a weapon? Alright, that's a good point, Sonny. Alright, thanks, man. Okay, now, I'm not here to spread rumors, but that arrow does make sense. Sagittarius is a straight shooting sign. They don't pull punches at the best of times. So, when things begin to go sideways, you can totally expect Sagittarius to fight back. And they're expansive. So they're not just going to take you down, they're obviously going to take anyone down. They're obviously going to take down anyone who even reminds them of you. You know? A little mental, huh? I think so. Anyways, remember guys, these are serial killers. They plan and stalk and execute. It's not necessarily crimes of passion or aggressive outbursts. These guys are cold and they have brains. So keep that in mind as we move up the list. Anyways, very few people can match Sagittarius when it comes to big picture thinking or big picture ideology. Sag is like, I'm gonna kill every single one of you mofos, you know, like, and then they do it, you know, because, well, Sagittarius is a straight shooting kind of sign that does what they say they're gonna do. Just ahead, you know, just saying, heads up. Number 3, Sagittarius. Okay, and here are some of the guys that help Sagittarius rank so highly today. Alright, Dennis Nielsen, Ted Bundy, Edmund Kempner, and Rosemary West. You guys got that? I wouldn't mess around with the Sagittarius, you know. I'd play nice with these guys. Alright, Sagittarius, they're good. Okay, back to the action. You know, like, my mom and my sister made the list. I can't believe it. Okay. Okay. Alright, back to the action. Now, the mutable sign thing was interesting, but even more interesting than that is the brain thing. Alright? Sagittarius is the biggest brainer of the fire signs. Pisces is often regarded as the smartest water sign. And next up is arguably the most intelligent earth sign. You know, sorry Virgo, you already know how I feel about walking encyclopedias. Plus, you know, Virgo, right, they're not exactly cold. And they'll just nag and complain if something's bugging them. But no, number 2 on today's list, they're not going to nag or complain at all. They're just going to straight up shank your idiot ass and then evaporate everyone who even looks like you. And that is number 2, Capricorn. Yeah. Alright, where do we start? Capricorn isn't a mutable sign, even in the slightest. They're an aggressive and focused cardinal sign. They're the first sign of winter and the first sign of the new year. Capricorns observe, they study, and they plan. And then they take steps to execute that plan, building one goal upon the other until they reach their desired outcome. And they keep going and going and going until they get there. Which, now that I think about it, kind of sounds like, a serial killer's modus operandi, if you ask me. Anyways, Capricorn definitely fits the profile. What else? Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, alright? Which is the planet that takes things away. And yes, if you're not careful, Saturn, along with Pluto, will take away your life. Now, I don't know why Capricorns think it's their responsibility to act all of this out, but they are filled with the energy of this controlling, disciplined, responsible, focused, karmic planet. And I guess I better say that again. Capricorn is ruled by and embodies the energies of the planet of karma. So just to keep that in mind before you start to play dirty with these guys. Capricorn is an extremely honorable sign who will totally mess you up if you step out of line. Alright, what else? Okay, well, since we're trying to figure out why the signs rank the way they do, how about Capricorn is quiet and reserved? And you know what they say, you can never trust the quiet ones, right? Maybe, but then again, Cancer is quiet, right? They're shy and they're reserved sometimes. And Cancer ranks almost lowest on the signs of serial killers. Like, seriously. Now, yes, Cancer most definitely might kill you in your sleep, right? We all kind of know that as a fact. But it's not like Cancer is then going to go out and kill all of your friends, right? But Capricorn, well, let's just say I like to keep my karma clean around these guys. And with that, number 2 biggest serial killer of the zodiac is Capricorn. Alright, and here are the guys who helped make this happen. Ian Brady, Harold Shipman, Cynthia Kaufman, Dorothea Puente, and Jane Lou Gibbs. Capricorn. You guys should pride yourselves on control. Keep it together, man. Alright, next. Okay, no honorable mentions today. This list is fairly cut and dry, and when you look at the numbers, you'll quickly see that these guys have clearly separated themselves by the pack, from the pack. And that brings us to place your bets, everyone. We have some serious bad guys still left out there. And some of them are quite stalkerish, and some of them can be considered flat out evil at the best of times. Anyways, with that, let's have a look. Our number 1 sign fits all of the astrological assumptions, and they lead the way with the most serial killers on every single report I studied. And seriously, I don't know why, I don't know why you guys make me look at this stuff, I'm supposed to be the love guy. All of this looking at the negative characteristics of the signs making me weird. Anyways, here we go. First, some of the most beautiful people I have ever known belong to this sign. They are sexy, they are smart, and yes, for an air sign, they're awfully emotional. Yes, they are indecisive. Yes, they are flighty. Yes, they are tricksters. Yes, they are super brainers that can easily stray into the realm of delusions, and they can totally lose touch with reality. And I mean, seriously, even my mom, right, who's one of these signs, she calls me all the time to tell me stupid mental stuff that she thinks is real. It's completely mental bananas. Anyways, they're also psychic, and obviously, again, very sexy. But they will also kill every single person you know if you piss them off. Which until now, I didn't realize was so easy. And no, it's not Libra. Our number 1 biggest serial killer is, and check this out, by a long margin, Gemini. Oh yeah, seriously, on every list, guys. Okay. But, now, before we get to the astro stuff, you should know in advance the Gemini will totally, without question, go behind your back to mess you up. Sometimes they'll do it by spreading rumors, and sometimes they'll go behind your back with a knife, okay? And then they're gonna kill your pet guinea pig who saw all of the action, because Geminis think pets can talk. Now, I didn't say communicate, I said Geminis think pets can talk. All right, you guys got that? And that, again, brings us back to the mutable brainer thing. Gemini's changing and sometimes unstable energy. And they have this unique ability to really see all sides of the situation at the same time. That's what makes it unique and special. Yes, it can be overwhelming, especially when you consider they're also psychic. And it's also overwhelming when they have a difficulty distinguishing between perception, wishful thinking, reality, and the world they're trying to create. I totally get it, I seriously do. I don't know why they have to burn the neighbor's house down as well, but, like, what the hell, right? Passion is passion, and revenge is revenge, even if the slight is imagined. Now, I wouldn't mess with my mom, like seriously, but Geminis aren't just vengeful. I mean, they do mental stuff to create the world they're trying to manifest, the world they're trying to see. And actually, when I think about it, every sign on this list, these are the guys who go out of their way to manifest their own realities. And if you listen closely, they actually say it. So if any of these guys threaten you, you better watch your back. If Pisces doesn't like something and they can't swim away, they'll force a change. Pisces is the tsunami. Sagittarius is the same. Sag will totally book at the slightest discord, right? But if they can't hit the Amscray, they will end your game with a lethal firestorm that will burn you at your core. Capricorn is a step-by-step, cold and calculating sign. And if you get in their way, well, Capricorn is totally the earthquake that will shake up your world with an ugly mudslide. And Gemini? Gemini is a tornado of cold-blooded, focused action. And here's a small list of the guys who helped Gemini take the list today. Peter Sutcliffe, Peter Curtin. Maybe the Peters makes... No, shut up, Sonny. Okay. Anthony Hardy, who's supposed to be Camden Ripper. David Berkowitz, Jeffrey Dahmer, and Dr. Thomas Neil Cream. I mean, I thought this was all interesting, right? And I did learn a bit during the process. Anyways, there's obviously more to it than all of this. But for now, our number one biggest serial killer of the Zodiac, hands down, is Gemini. Seriously. And that's the list, guys. As always, take it all with a grain of salt. I apologize in advance if you didn't make the list. Anyways, if you have your own lists or comments, please leave them in the comments section below, and I'll do my best, as always, to read out the best ones on the weekly love horoscopes that come out every Thursday right here on the channel. And if you liked the video, then please share it with your friends on Facebook. Maybe give the video a thumbs up. Even subscribe to the channel. Every little bit helps, and I appreciate all of the support. And that's the action. With that, from thesunnyside.net, I'm Sonny, wishing everyone the absolute best of a beautiful week. Seriously, don't mess with these guys. Good luck, everyone, and I'll see you soon.